Words are the architects of your reality. Right now, hidden in your daily vocabulary are 10 silent saboteurs, words that are secretly holding you back from the life you deserve. These aren't just ordinary words, they're invisible chains wrapped around your potential. Think about it. You speak around 7,000 words every single day, and certain words in your vocabulary are literally programming your brain for limitation instead of success. What if I told you that by removing just 10 specific words from your language, you could dramatically shift your entire life experience? The power of these words runs deep. They affect your confidence, your relationships, your career decisions, and even your ability to achieve your dreams. These aren't random words. They're scientifically proven to impact your neural pathways and shape your decision-making patterns. I've spent years studying the hidden psychology of language, and what I'm about to share isn't just theory. It's transformative knowledge that has already changed thousands of lives. These 10 words are so common that you probably used at least 3 of them today, but they're silently sabotaging your success. Get ready to unlock a new level of personal power as we expose these vocabulary villains and replace them with words that will revolutionize your mindset and reshape your reality. First on our list is a deceptive little word that masquerades as truth, but actually builds prison walls in our minds: can't. When someone says, "I can't do it," what's really happening? It's not about ability. It's about making excuses wrapped in false limitations. Replacing can't with choose not to instantly reveals hidden opportunities and puts control back in our hands. Instead of saying, "I can't wake up early," try saying, "I choose not to wake up early." Notice how different that feels? It sparks an immediate internal dialogue about personal power and responsibility. People who eliminate can't from their vocabulary experience a profound shift in their decision-making process. While can't creates artificial barriers, choose not to opens doors to honest self-reflection and genuine possibilities. It forces us to confront our true motivations and take ownership of our decisions. When we say, "I can't find time to exercise," we're lying to ourselves. Nobody finds time. We make time for what matters. Saying, "I choose not to make time for exercise," strips away excuses and presents clear reality. It might feel uncomfortable at first because it exposes our role in creating limitations. Beyond personal impact, can't affects how others perceive us too. When leaders, parents, or partners constantly use can't, they unconsciously program those around them to accept artificial limitations. However, shifting to choose not to demonstrates emotional maturity and teaches others about personal accountability. Many successful individuals credit their achievements to eliminating disempowering language patterns. When facing challenges, they never say, "I can't afford it." Instead, they say, "I choose not to spend money on that right now." Notice how one approach closes doors while other invites creative solutions? Making this simple switch rapidly transforms mindset patterns. Within weeks of replacing can't with choose not to, people report increased confidence, better problem-solving abilities, and improved relationships. It's remarkable how one small word swap can trigger such significant life changes. Start catching yourself whenever can't tries sneaking into conversations. Each time you replace it with choose not to, you're rewiring neural pathways and building stronger decision-making muscles. Soon, you'll naturally gravitate toward language that empowers rather than restricts. Moving forward to another power-draining word that robs us of authentic action: should. It's a word loaded with guilt, obligation, and external expectations. When we say I should exercise more, what we're really doing is creating internal conflict rather than genuine commitment. Switching should to will transforms wishful thinking into decisive action. I will exercise 3 times this week carries entirely different energy. It's clear, committed, and empowering. While should keeps us stuck in hesitation, will propels us into purposeful movement. Fascinating thing about should statements. They often reflect other people's expectations rather than our true desires. We absorb countless shoulds from society, family, and media without questioning if they align with our authentic path. I should get married by 30, or I should pursue a traditional career. These statements can lead to choices that don't serve our highest good. People who master replacing should with will report dramatic improvements in their follow-through rates. When saying, I should call my friend, it's easy to postpone indefinitely. But declaring, I will call my friend today, creates immediate clarity and commitment. It's binary. Either we do it or we don't. Speaking in shoulds also damages self-trust over time. Each unfulfilled should becomes evidence that we can't rely on ourselves. However, carefully chosen will statements build a track record of kept promises, strengthening our relationship with ourselves. Parents especially benefit from this language shift. Instead of telling children, you should clean your room, saying, will you clean your room now or after dinner, offers clear choices and teaches decision-making skills. It moves away from shame-based motivation toward empowered choice. In professional settings, eliminating should elevates leadership communication. Rather than saying, we should improve our customer service, effective leaders declare, we will implement specific customer service improvements this quarter. One creates vague guilt, other drives concrete results. Next time should appears in internal dialogue or conversation, pause and ask, is this truly aligned with my values? If yes, am I willing to commit by saying will instead? If answer is no to either question, it's time to examine whether that should serves any purpose besides creating unnecessary pressure. Try noticing how often should sneaks into daily conversations. It's usually more frequent than we realize. Each replacement with will builds momentum toward more authentic, committed living. Try might be one of most insidious words lurking in daily language. It's a word that offers built-in permission to fail before even starting. When someone says, I'll try to make it, what they're really communicating is, don't expect me to show up. Wise mentor once said, do or do not. There is no try. While it sounds simple, this philosophy carries profound wisdom about commitment and action. When we say, I'll try to eat healthier, we're already creating wiggle room for excuses. Shifting to, I will eat healthier or I won't eat healthier forces clear decision-making. People who eliminate try from their vocabulary report immediate improvements in their productivity and success rates. It's because try creates mental fog, a gray area between action and inaction. I'll try to finish report leaves room for procrastination, while I will finish report today sets concrete expectations. In relationships, try often breeds mistrust and uncertainty. Saying, I'll try to be more present, signals half-hearted commitment. Converting it to, I will be more present, demonstrates genuine dedication to change. Others sense this shift in energy and respond accordingly. Success stories repeatedly show how eliminating try transforms results. When gym goers switch from, "I'll try to work out 3 times weekly," to, "I will work out 3 times weekly," their attendance rates significantly improve. It's not magic, it's clear intention matched with committed language. Professional environments particularly benefit from removing try. Instead of team members saying, "I'll try to meet deadline," they learn to assess situations realistically and respond with, "I will deliver project by Friday," or "I won't be able to meet that deadline." Both responses are more valuable than vague attempts. Language patterns affect confidence levels too. Every time we say, "I'll try," we're unconsciously telling ourselves we lack capability or commitment. But stating, "I will," or even "I choose not to," maintains self-respect while taking full responsibility for our choices. Next week presents perfect opportunity. Catch each instance of try in conversations. Notice how often it appears when making commitments or responding to requests. Replace it with clear will or won't statements. Watch how this small shift creates ripple effects across all areas of life. Monitoring try statements also reveals places where we're hesitant to make firm decisions. Sometimes saying, "I'll try," masks deeper fears or uncertainties that need addressing. Facing these directly leads to more authentic choices and stronger personal boundaries. Now comes a word that subtly erases positive momentum, but. It acts like an eraser, wiping away whatever good came before it. When someone says, "I love spending time with you, but," everything before that "but" becomes meaningless. All focus shifts to what follows. Replacing "but" with "and" transforms conversations completely. Instead of saying, "I want to start business, but I'm scared," try, "I want to start business, and I'm scared." First version stops momentum dead. Second version acknowledges both realities while keeping possibilities alive. Power dynamics shift dramatically when "but" leaves our vocabulary. "I appreciate your hard work, but we need improvements," feels like criticism. Switch it to, "I appreciate your hard work, and we can make improvements." Suddenly, it's collaborative growth opportunity. Same message, entirely different emotional impact. Successful negotiators utilize this principle masterfully. Rather than saying, "We love proposal, but price is too high," they say, "We love proposal, and we need to discuss price points." First approach creates opposition. Second builds partnership. Small word change, massive result difference. Family relationships flourish with this simple swap. Parents saying, "I know you're upset, but you need to calm down," invalidates child's feelings. Switching to, "I know you're upset and we need to find calm way forward," acknowledges emotions while guiding toward solutions. People who master replacing "but" with "and" report improved problem-solving abilities. It's because "and" allows multiple truths to exist simultaneously. Life rarely fits into either-or categories. It's full of both and scenarios that require nuanced thinking. Professional feedback becomes more effective too. Managers saying, "You're creative but disorganized," sounds like attack. You're creative, and improving organization will amplify your impact, opens door to growth-focused dialogue. Communication patterns reveal deeper thought patterns. When we constantly use "but," we train our minds to think in terms of limitations. Using "and" expands possibilities, allowing us to hold space for seemingly contradictory truths without negating either. Mindfulness around using but versus and creates fascinating ripple effects. People report feeling more accepting of life's complexities, more compassionate toward others' perspectives, and better equipped to navigate challenging conversations. Practice spotting opportunities to replace but with and in daily speech. Notice how energy shifts in conversations. Watch how relationships evolve when this simple language adjustment creates space for multiple viewpoints without invalidating any. Moving on to a phrase that transforms burdens into opportunities. Switching have to for get to creates immediate mindset shifts. When someone says, I have to go to work, it feels heavy, obligatory, draining. Now watch what happens. I get to go to work suddenly acknowledges privilege of having employment. Shifting this language pattern reveals hidden blessings in daily activities. I have to cook dinner sounds like chore. I get to cook dinner recognizes access to food, functional kitchen, ability to nourish ourselves. Same activity, radically different energy. Miracle morning routines become easier with this switch. Instead of, I have to wake up early, try, I get to wake up early. First version fights against natural resistance. Second celebrates opportunity for peaceful, productive morning hours. One drains energy, other creates motivation. Parents notice profound effects when modeling this language pattern. Children who hear, we have to clean house, learn see chores negatively. Those who hear, we get to take care of our home, develop gratitude for having safe space to live. Small shift shapes lifetime attitudes. Corporate culture transforms through this simple change. Teams saying, we have to meet deadline, feel stressed, pressured. Teams saying, we get to deliver value to customers, stay motivated, focused on positive impact. Productivity rises naturally when work feels like opportunity rather than obligation. Health goals shift dramatically too. I have to exercise creates resistance, makes movement feel like punishment. I get to move my body celebrates physical capability, turns exercise into gift rather than burden. Success rates increase when healthy habits stem from gratitude rather than guilt. Interesting phenomenon occurs when applying this to challenging situations. Even saying, I get to face this problem versus I have to deal with this issue changes approach completely. First perspective seeks growth opportunities. Second merely endures difficulty. Financial responsibilities feel different through this lens. I have to pay bills focuses on scarcity. I get to maintain services that improve my life recognizes abundance. Money management improves when we appreciate rather than resent financial flows. People report significant mood improvements after adopting this language pattern. It's because get to automatically triggers gratitude response, while have to activates stress responses. Neural pathways literally change based on which phrase we choose. Watch closely for have to statements throughout day. Each one signals opportunity to shift perspective. Notice how energy changes when viewing daily tasks through lens of privilege rather than burden. Life feels lighter, more purposeful when obligations transform into opportunities. Looking at another word that drains personal power, maybe sits like fog between us and clear decisions. When we say, maybe I'll start my project next week, we're not making plans. We're avoiding commitment. It's passive language that keeps us stuck in limbo. Converting maybe to I choose instantly cuts through indecision. Instead of saying, maybe I'll call back later, saying I choose to call back or I choose not to call back puts us firmly in driver's seat. No more wishy-washy responses masking real intentions. Fascinating shifts happen when people eliminate maybe from their vocabulary. Decision-making abilities sharpen significantly. While maybe allows endless postponement, I choose demands immediate clarity. It forces us to confront what we truly want rather than hiding behind ambiguity. Professional success accelerates with this language adjustment. Leaders who say, maybe we'll implement that strategy, create uncertainty and lack of direction. Those who declare, I choose to pursue this direction, or I choose different approach, inspire confidence through decisive action. Relationships improve dramatically when maybe disappears from responses. Saying, maybe I'll attend event, keeps others hanging, unable to plan. Stating, I choose to attend or I choose not to attend shows respect through clear communication. It builds trust through honest, direct responses. Self-respect grows stronger too. Each maybe we speak reinforces pattern of avoiding responsibility for our choices. Every I choose statement builds self-trust through conscious decision-making. We stop waiting for perfect conditions and start creating desired outcomes. Time management transforms when maybe leaves daily planning. Statements like, maybe I'll organize my desk tomorrow, keep tasks floating indefinitely. I choose to organize my desk now, or I choose to prioritize different tasks, leads to immediate action or conscious reprioritization. Personal boundaries become clearer without maybe cushioning our responses. Instead of saying, maybe another time, to unwanted invitations, we learn to say, I choose not to attend. It feels uncomfortable initially, but earns respect through authenticity. Watch how often maybe appears in daily speech. It's usually masking either fear of commitment or reluctance to disappoint others. Each time we replace it with I choose, we practice owning our decisions and respecting our true preferences. Monitoring maybe statements reveals areas where we need more clarity in life. Sometimes saying maybe reflects genuine uncertainty about what we want. Those moments invite deeper self-reflection rather than rushed decisions. Moving to two words that create unnecessary drama and limit growth, always and never, trap us in rigid thinking patterns. Speaking in absolutes like, I always mess things up, or she never listens, creates false narratives that blind us to reality's natural variations. Replacing these absolutes with specific statements transforms communication instantly. Instead of, you always leave dishes in sink, try, I noticed dishes in sink 3 times this week. First version triggers defensiveness. Second opens dialogue through observable facts. Relationships heal remarkably when absolute language disappears. Saying, you never spend time with me feels like attack, prompting partner to defend rather than connect. Stating, I'd love more quality time together, invites collaborative solutions without blame. Mental health improves significantly when eliminating these absolutes. I always fail at diets becomes self-fulfilling prophecy. Switching to previous diet attempts didn't work, and I'm learning what supports my health, acknowledges past while leaving room for future success. Professional feedback gains effectiveness through specific language. Managers saying, you're always late creates resistance. Noting, I've observed 5 late arrivals this month, provides actionable data. It shifts focus from character judgment to concrete behavior patterns.
Self-talk patterns change dramatically without absolutes. Internal dialogue like, "I never finish what I start," reinforces perceived inadequacy. Reframing to, "I completed 3 projects last month and paused 2 others," provides balanced self-assessment. Parenting transforms when absolute statements leave vocabulary. "You never clean your room" makes children feel hopeless about changing. Room needs organizing today focuses on current situation without generalizing behavior. Problem-solving abilities expand when we stop thinking in absolutes. Traffic is always terrible keeps us stuck in complaints. Morning commute takes longer between 8 to 9 a.m., leads to exploring alternative routes or schedules. Growth mindset flourishes without always never limitations. Statement: "I'll never be good at public speaking," closes door on improvement. "My last presentation had rough spots, and I'm practicing specific skills," acknowledges current reality while maintaining growth potential. Watch carefully for these absolutes sneaking into conversations. They often appear during emotional moments. Each time we replace them with specific observations, we build stronger connections and clearer understanding. Monitoring absolute statements reveals areas where frustration might cloud judgment. Sometimes saying always or never signals need for deeper examination of recurring patterns or unmet needs. Finally, we arrive at words that blur lines between necessity and desire. Confusing need with want creates artificial emergencies and misplaced priorities. When someone says, "I need new shoes," while having functional footwear, they're actually expressing preference rather than requirement. Switching need to want brings instant clarity to decision-making. Instead of saying, "I need vacation," try, "I want vacation." First version creates stress through false urgency. Second acknowledges honest desire without artificial pressure. It changes entire emotional landscape around choices. Financial habits transform dramatically with this distinction. People who say, "I need latest smartphone," often make impulsive purchases, while those who acknowledge, "I want latest smartphone," make conscious spending decisions. One leads to potential regret, other enables thoughtful choice. Relationship dynamics shift powerfully when need becomes want. Saying, "I need you to understand me," places heavy burden on others. Stating, "I want to feel understood," opens honest dialogue about personal desires without demanding specific outcomes. Professional communication gains authenticity through this swap. Instead of saying, "We need bigger office," try, "We want expanded workspace." First creates pressure and stress. Second invites strategic planning discussions. Same goal, completely different energy. Emotional intelligence develops faster when distinguishing between needs and wants. True needs relate to survival: food, water, shelter, safety. Nearly everything else falls into want category. This clarity helps prioritize resources and reduce anxiety about unfulfilled desires. Parents notice significant improvements when modeling this language pattern. Children hearing "we need new toy" learn to inflate desires into false necessities. Those hearing "we want new toy" develop healthier relationship with desires and delayed gratification. Goal setting becomes more effective without false needs. Statement, "I need to lose weight," creates shame-based motivation. "I want to improve health," acknowledges personal choice while maintaining positive focus. Success rates increase when goals stem from authentic desires rather than perceived obligations. Watch closely for need statements throughout day. They often mask fears or insecurities. Each time we replace need with want, we practice emotional honesty and strengthen decision-making muscles. Monitoring these statements reveals interesting patterns about personal triggers and priorities. Sometimes saying "I need" signals deeper emotional hunger that mere wants can't satisfy. Those moments invite exploration of core values and true necessities. Life feels lighter when we stop turning wants into needs. Pressure decreases, choices become clearer, and authentic desires can be evaluated without artificial urgency. Words shape reality in ways we rarely notice until we consciously transform them. These 10 power-draining words might seem small, but they create massive ripple effects across every area of life. Making these simple swaps, choosing empowering alternatives over limiting language, opens doors previously invisible to us. Start small. Pick one word swap that resonates most strongly. Practice it consciously for just 1 week. Notice how conversations flow differently, how decisions become clearer, how relationships shift subtly yet significantly. Then build upon that success with another word swap. Within 30 days of implementing these changes, you'll notice profound shifts in confidence, clarity, and personal power. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Each conscious word choice builds momentum toward more empowered living. If you found value in these language shifts, take action now. Click that like button. It helps share this knowledge with others who might benefit. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications to access more life-changing mindset tools and language patterns that can transform your reality. Remember, words aren't just tools for communication, they're architects of experience. Choose them wisely and watch your world transform. Share in comments below which word swap you'll implement first. Let's grow together on this journey of conscious communication. See you in next video with more powerful insights for living your best life.